Good Morning Mississippi.
Omaha, Omaha.
Woo!
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
We're heading to the Super Bowl, and we're cooking up an awesome dip this morning. I've been, tasting it during the commercial break as usual, and it's absolutely delicious. What are we making this morning?
We're making hot, spicy spinach dip for the Super Bowl game.
Yum.
And I am all ready for my team.
Awesome.
Orange and black.
Okay, that's what I need to get. I'm like really not caught up on the Super Bowl facts this year, so
And I had
keep
to wear
filling me
my
in.
scarf this morning because it was so cold.
I know it is so cold.
Yeah, I did that for Steven, so he'd know that I wouldn't get it.
You're listening to the forecast.
Uh-huh. All right, so the first thing that we're going to do, this is a wonderful dip. I've had this one lady that every time I've made it, she calls me and says it's the best dip they've ever had for their family get-together.
It really is so good.
We have 2 8-ounce packages of spinach, chopped spinach that is drained. So this is 2 containers of cream cheese. If you'll just go ahead and put that on
put it
top
in
of
here.
that.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
How do you buy this spinach? What
It's
form
in a
is it?
box and it's frozen.
Oh, it's frozen, okay.
And then you let it thaw out, and then you have to kind of dry it, get all the juices
Yeah.
out and everything.
I recognize that.
So, it's perfect, because the spinach is really good for you and healthy. Anything green's healthy for you. So,
Good to know.
So we have the spinach, and then we have the cream cheese. The next thing is I have an onion. I chopped up a small onion here. We're going to put this onion over in there. If you don't mind, keep mixing it for me.
Of course.
We'll work together
That's
on
what I'm here
this.
for.
That onion smells good. All right, the next thing that we have is Rotel. We have 2 cans of Rotel. Now, you use the juice and all, and that's what gives it the spiciness.
That's good to know. Put it right in there.
2 cans of Rotel. Now, you can use the hot Rotel, the original Rotel, whichever one you want. It's a hot dip, a hot and spicy spinach dip, so it depends on how hot and spicy you want it. All right, and the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to use Parmesan cheese. And I love Parmesan cheese.
Me too.
So this whole container of Parmesan cheese is 12 ounces. So we're going to use half of that.
Okay.
So we're going to do half of the Parmesan cheese, put over on the top of that.
So many good flavors.
And sometimes on the other half that you already have, you might can sprinkle it on the top, for accent. All right, the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to do mozzarella cheese. So we've got Parmesan
so many
cheese,
different types.
mozzarella
Cream
cheese.
cheese.
Isn't that
So
good?
many
It's
cheeses.
already looking good, isn't it?
I'm trying really hard to. I'm
So
living
we
up
have
to here.
2 cups of the mozzarella cheese. It's one whole bag. And this is going to, when it bakes in the oven, it's just going to marry it all together.
Yeah.
And give it some great, texture and make it real good and dippy. Now, the last thing that we're going to add, which is our wonderful flavors, we have a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of garlic salt, a teaspoon of red pepper, and a teaspoon of cumin.
Nice smells.
Smell that. Can you smell that?
Oh, yeah, I like that.
Those flavors smell wonderful.
Yeah, that wakes you up.
Yeah, so we're going to just sprinkle that all over the top of that, and then you just mix it all together. And then the easy part is we're going to place it in our baking dish, a 9 by 12 baking dish, pop it in the oven, and we're going to bake it at 350 degrees for about 30 minutes.
And you don't have to, this is a stupid question, you don't have to spray it or anything, right? You just put it right in there?
Yeah.
It just...
Yeah, it comes right on out. It's just a good dip, and it's got all those good juices and flavors. If you want to, you could put a little spray down on the pan if you'd like. But it's a dip, and it's just going to come right
it comes
on
right
out
off.
of there.
How long do you cook it for?
We're going to cook it for about 30 to 45 minutes, really until it's hot and bubbly. Everything that we have in this is already cooked.
Yeah.
So
It's just kind of your preference.
Right. And then sometimes what I'll do is on the very top right here, I'll just sprinkle a little bit more of that
Yeah, you did that over on this
mozzarella
one. We have a finished one over here that I'm enjoying, just off camera. I'm making a good dent in it this morning.
Absolutely.
It's really, really good.
And then you can put a little Parmesan cheese on there. So see, it
Yum.
just works up so nicely and wonderful.
It is really good.
And then you just serve it with your Fritos.
Fritos, also so good. But I've got to say, this is so good. And also, Jo Harris is the hardest working woman in the Delta. She is all over. I see you in Greenwood and then at Harlow's, and you work so hard, and I don't know how you do it.
I enjoy what I do. I enjoy it very much. And anytime you need me to cook for you in your house, all you have to do is just give me a call. 662-820-9903. I'd be glad to help you.
There we go. And we even got the number in the bottom of the screen this morning. We're so organized.
We are.
Yeah, well, this dip is so delicious, I can say from experience, and we'll be back a little bit later. Omaha, Omaha.
Omaha, Super Bowl.